Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully installed our Entrust package, and also here I migrate the table as a permissions table. So right now I just want to create some of the page for that permissions in our backend. So how can do that work? In this video, I will show you that things with a live example. For doing this, first of all, we have to go to our resource. Like if you go to that folder resource, there is a view, and into the admin. And into the admin, I already created one of the folder as a category, and into the category I created the create, edit, and the list. So right now I want to create these type of things. For the reasons better, I just copy it. I just copy that category folder, and here I just paste it. And now into this position I just want to rename it, and I just rename it as a permission. So here I rename it as a permission folder. And then if you go to our Entrust documentation area, here you can find out one of the things, like we have to create two of this model, like one of the is the role.php, and also we have to create another model as our permission.php. Okay, so we have to create both of these in our app models and then actually the role.php. So now I just want to create two of these. Like if you go to the app, so here there is actually app, and into the app here I create new file, and now click on the save as, and here I just name it one model as a role.php, and I just save it. And into the role.php, so here you can see there is a role.php. Into this position I have to add this command, so I just copy it, and in our role.php I just paste it, and now click on the save all. So now we have to also create another page. We have to create another page as a permission.php. So now I just open our app. So in our app I just create new file, and now here I just click on the save as, and here I name it as a permission.php. I just save it, and into this position I have to add that code. So I just copy it, and here I paste it. Okay, now I click on the save all. So I hope you can well understand about it. And now if you go to our database table, like here that is actually the permissions table. So now let's check this out, all that field in our this table. So now here if you go to the structure, and here you can see there is actually the name, there is a display name, there is a description, and the created and the update. So this two field is by default, we don't need this. Only we need that three field, there is a name, display name, and the description. So now here we have to add that three field, there is a name, there is a display name, and the descriptions. So I already created one of the folder for our that permissions. Like if you go to the resource, and into the resource there is a category, I copy it. Okay, and in our admin here you can say I created another folder as a permission, and there is a create blade.php. So right now I just open that page. So right now I just remove that our auth, there is a kernel, there is a migration. Okay, I just got that things from here. There is a role, the permission. So now there is our permission folder, there is a create.blade, and here we have to actually update that field. So first of all, that is our form. So into the form area, first of all there is a URL, and here I just assign one of the URL, and it should be as a back, and then slash I just created one of the folder as a permission, and into the permission here I want to access that create page. Okay, so for now I just define as a create, and now this method will be the post, and here we don't need this div. So right now I just remove that div from to this positions. Now that is actually our label, and that is our text input field. Okay, so now we have to actually update two of this. So first of all, that is actually our database field name. So that is actually the name. So we have to update that name on here. Like that is the label, and here I just define that name. So that is also the name. So I just defining it. Okay, like there is also some of these spaces. So there is the name, and here I also define the class, and into the class area. So that's the class is this one. So it's okay with me. So and then there is actually the array, and now there is a text type. And into the text type here I just defining as a our field name as a name, and I just put that things as a null, and here there is a class from, so that is our template class. Okay, from controller and ID, and to this position I just paste that name. Okay, that means our field name. So now that is actually the div. So I have to also create for the another two of these. Like here, better I just copy it. Okay, like here I just copy it, and now I just paste it. So and also I just paste it because here there is another field as a display name. So I just copy that display name, and here there is a name. So I just define that as a display name. The display name I just defining it on here. So that's actually the our level text. For the reasons I just put the things as a display and the name, and also I just updated the make the things as a capital letter. And now that is our complete, and then the text. So text will be the display name. I just put that things null, and ID I just define as a display name. And also there is another table. So the another table is the description. So I just copied it. Okay, I just copy that description, and here there is our name will be the description, and then our text level text will be the description, and then our text I just define that as a description, and here I just define that as a description. And description input field will be little bit bigger size. For the reasons here I just take the things as a text area. Okay, so I just define as a text area on particular that position. So I hope you can well understand about it. So better I just put the things in one line, then it should be better. Okay, so here I just defining out three of this field. One is the name, one is the display name, and another one is the description. And for the description I just define as a text area, rather than that's two of this is a text. And here that is all that our actually static data. So right now we don't need this data. Okay, so that is actually the last button. So before that div, so I just cut that things from here. So here I just remove all the things from this position. Okay, better I just put that div with the shift tab, then it will be better. I just define that things on here. So now I want to access that page. For doing this we have to create one of the route for this one. Okay, like here better I just copy it. I just copy it, and that is actually our back. Okay, so I just copy it from to this position, and now into this area I want to create one of the controller for this one. Like here I just define one of the route as a permission. Okay, I just define that permission, and here I want to create it. So for the reasons I just define that create. And also in our admin we have to create one of the controller. I just create one of the controller as a permission. Okay, permission, and then there is a controller, and into the controller I want to access one of the method. Like I will create one of the method as a create. Okay, in our create method I just want to work on particular this area. And now I have to create that controller. So I just copy it and into this position. So that is our main directory, and here I just define as a PHP artisan, and then make our controller. Okay, make controller, and in our admin, so admin slash permission controller. And now I want to create one of the resourceful controller. For the reasons I just define the resource. Okay, I just define that resource, and now click on the enter. So now here our controller created successfully. So I already discussed about that things with you. One of the controller is a plain controller, and another one is the resourceful controller. And now if you go to that controller area, like there is a HTTP, there is a controllers, and here you get that controller as a permission in our admin folder. So that is actually our permissions controller. So here I created one of the resourceful controller. Like here you can see there is a index method, there is a create method, and there is a store method. It's all that method automatically created on particular that controller area. So here in our route I just define as a there is a URL as a permission and create, and in our admin folder that is our controller name, and into the controller I created one of the method. Okay, so now we have to work into this method. Like there is actually spelling mistakes, so that will be the actual create. Okay, so that will be the actually create method. So there is a create method. So into the create method we have to work. Like here there is our controller, you can see there is actually the create method. So on particular that position I just want to return view page, which page it should be redirected when you actually access this URL, right? So I already discussed about that things with you. For now, here I just define as a return, and then view I have to define which page. Okay, so here I just define that page name. So on particular that position, first of all, here it should be redirected to our admin page. Like here, if you go to that position, so there is the admin and then the permissions and then the create, right? So here I just define that folder as admin, then it should be redirected to the permission, and then it should be redirected to the create page. Okay, so here I just define that create page. So now if you click on the save all, like here I just click on the save all. So I already added our all that field as a name, the display name and the description in our create blade. So now let's check this out. I just click on the save all. Now I want to access that URL. So I just copy it. And now if you go to your URL, so that is our back. And after that back here, I just want to access the permission and the create. Now click on the enter. Yes, now you can see it's now redirected to our that create page, that means permission create page, and here I define the field name as a name, the display name and the description. And for the description here I just defining and particular that position as a text area. For the reasons, now you can see the description field is the text area. So now we have to update that page. So I will continue this process, and in our next video I will show you how can update it and how can complete that total process. Like here, if you put the name, there is a email display name and the description, and if you click on the submit, then all that permission data will be inside our database table. Okay, and also I want to add some of the validations, like if you get some of the error, then it should be display some of the message. So all the things would be very much professional. I hope you will going to like it very much. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.